So, you want to play like Lamine Yamal. Picture this, you're 17, playing in front of 90,000 at Camp Nou. The right back thinks he's got you boxed in. One shimmy, one explosive step and go, and boom, he's chasing shadows. That's Lamine Yamal, who clocked 18 goals and 25 assists in just 55 matches in the 2024-25 season. Outrageous for someone who still can't rent a car. Stick with me for the next 9 minutes and you'll learn 1. How Yamal's micro pause freezes elite defenders. 2. The footwork drill pros used to build that bullet start. 3. A counterintuitive secret he stole from futsal that you can practice in 5 square meters. Before we dive in, here's a quick challenge. While you watch, count how many times Yamal lands on his opposite foot right before he explodes forward. Post your guess in the comments. Let's get something straight. Lamine Yamal doesn't beat you with speed. Just watch his sprint metrics in La Liga's 2024-25 season. He ranked outside the top 20 for top speed, but somehow he still cooked defenders weekly. So how's he doing it? It's how he changes pace, not how fast he is. Yamal's secret sauce is what I call timing intelligence. Most wingers try to outrun their defender. Yamal, he baits them. Watch this. Defender gets comfortable. Then pop, he hits the step and go, and it's over. He freezes defenders not with foot tricks, but with timing, rhythm, and deception. Here's why it works. When Yamal slows down, he forces the defender to match his tempo. The second they shift into neutral, he punches into drive. It's a trap, and defenders fall for it every single time. Now let's compare. Most youth players hit top speed too early. They get predictable, easy to read. Yamal is different. He weaponizes hesitation, just like prime Neymar or even Messi in his false 9 days. Quick thought experiment for you. Next time you're on the pitch, try walking with the ball for 2 seconds before attacking. Can you feel how unnatural it is? That's the exact moment Yamal feels most in control. Still think it's just luck? Yamal created more successful 1v1 take-ons in the final third than any other under 21 player in Europe last season, and most of them came from a standing start. So now that we know why it works, let's break down exactly how he pulls it off, step by step, literally. Now let's break down the mechanics of Yamal's signature weapon, the step and go. It's not just one move, it's a chain reaction of tiny actions that make defenders freeze, guess wrong, and then chase air. It all starts before the move. Yamal's head is constantly on a swivel. Why? Because the real setup is reading you before you read him. He's not just spotting the defender, he's watching for weight shifts, hip angles, and especially whether the defender's heels are flat. That's the green light. Heels down equals defender can't react quickly. As the ball arrives, he plants his outside foot. For Yamal, that's usually the right, since he's a left footer. But here's the key. Knee is slightly bent, not locked. Toes slightly open, not facing straight ahead. Hips remain level, not dipping toward the ball. It creates a neutral stance, a position where he can explode left, right, or pull back. Defenders hate this. Film yourself from the side. You should look like a spring, loaded but stable, not collapsing. Now the magic. The micro pause. This is what separates highlight players from chaos merchants. Lamine Yamal holds tension just for a fifth of a second. It sounds short, but that moment baits the defender into a false step, loads his glutes and quads, creates rhythm contrast, the difference between almost moving and exploding. Think of a boxer's feint. It's not just what you do, but when you do it. During the pause, notice how he never crosses his feet. He stays open. So if the lane closes, he can still pivot or drag back safely. Here's where it all pays off. From the micro pause, Yamal drives forward using 3 key levers. Inside arm pump acts like a counterbalance. Opposite knee drive creates lift and initiates the first stride. First touch direction, always at a 45-degree angle, not directly forward. So he cuts across the defender's line. Why the 45 degrees? It forces defenders to either foul or fall behind, especially near the touchline. Here is the step and go checklist. 1. Scun early, defenders wait. 2. Outside foot plant, stable spring. 3. Micro pause, bait the defender. 4. Explosive first stride, 45-degree cut. Every phase is short. The total move might last just 1.2 seconds. But when timed it breaks defenders, no flashy step overs needed. Try this. Record your step and go in slow-mo. Count how long your micro pause lasts. You don't need Camp Noor or a pro setup to train like Lamine Yamal. Just 4 cones, a small space and some intent. Let's hardwire the step and go into your game. With 4 drills, you can do solo. First, the cone gate activation. Place 2 cones a meter apart. Jog in. Land on your outside foot. Micro pause for just a beat, then explode through. Film yourself. Your pause shouldn't last longer than it takes to say 1. Next, the opposite foot launch. With the ball on your weaker foot, plant your strong foot and burst forward using the weak one. Just like Yamal, who often launches off his right despite being left-footed. Aim for 5 clean reps each side. No stumble, no hesitation. For reaction speed, use a reactive light drill. Lights flash or a friend points left or right, and you explode that direction using the step and go. No lights? Use a flashlight, hand cue or cone call out. It's about reflex over routine. Finally, try the tight space futsal shuffle. In a 2x2 meter box, take 3 tight touches, then explode out with a clean step and go. Yamal's futsal roots made him lethal in small spaces. This drill simulates that chaos. Once you've nailed the basics, combine the drills. Opposite foot launch into cone gate. Finish with a futsal burst. Real matches don't give you isolated moments. They chain touches, feints, and bursts. That's the goal here. Rhythm, reaction, and clean execution. Tag your reps with #KickStartSkills or #KickStartStepGo, and you might just get featured in the next breakdown. Most players force a move too early. Not Yamal. He waits. He plants the outside foot, micro pauses, just long enough for the defender to shift. Then, step and go at a 45-degree angle. Not down the line, but slightly inward. That angle forces the defender to turn across his body, giving you the half-second window to whip across or drive into the box. If you're playing against a low block, bait the defender into lunging. A subtle feint before the step and go exaggerates the weight shift. Now you're tucked into the half space. Ball comes in from midfield. Here's the magic. 1 touch return before the defender resets, while they glance at the passer. You've already stepped and gone into the pocket behind. It's not just speed, it's timing. Watch how Yamal initiates the step and go as the pass is returning, not after. That anticipation is the difference between slicing through and running into traffic. In this zone, think chess, not checkers. Set up your step and go 2 passes ahead. Barcelona wins the ball. Everyone's surging forward, except Yamal. He glides, he's reading. The moment the fullback turns his head or slows his recovery, boom. Step and go. It's not about being the fastest, it's about striking when the backline relaxes. He doesn't always call for the ball early. He delays his run on purpose, so that when he accelerates, he's arriving, not waiting in the danger zone. Here's one that often gets overlooked. Yamal's step and go isn't always used to break lines. Sometimes it's to shift angles for a switch or cut-in shot. Instead, he steps inside off the micro pause and switches play with his weaker foot or curls one-top bins. That inside step and go opens the field. Use this move when your full back is overlapping. Freeze the defender, step in, and create space for the overlap. Whether it's on the touchline, in tight combos, or counter-attack chaos, Yamal uses the same step and go mechanic, just adapted to the moment. Master the setup, time the burst, and defenders won't know what hit them. There you have it, the anatomy of Yamal's step and go. Drill the micro pause, master the hip angle, and you'll torch defenders before they even blink. Drop your opposite foot count below. Don't forget the #KickStartStepGo. Smash subscribe so you don't miss next week's pro breakdown. Share this with a teammate who always overruns the ball. They'll thank you later.